All right, let's open up a cosmic cold case. Back in 2025, a mysterious visitor from deep space showed up in our solar system. But this wasn't just any visitor. This one broke all the rules.
I mean, seriously, what happens when a traveler from another star system arrives and just doesn't behave the way it's supposed to? That's exactly the story with this comet. It journeyed for who knows how many millions of years between the stars, only to get here and completely baffle scientists by defying our understanding of cometary physics.
So what makes this visitor, Comet 3I/Atlas, so special? Well, just look at this number, 3. It's only the third known object to have ever visited us from another star system. Ever. Think about that. After ʻOumuamua and Borisov, this was just our third chance to study something genuinely alien to our solar system, and boy did it give us a puzzle.
So, our investigation begins. Let's call this Act 1, the anomaly. First, we need to get to know our mysterious traveler from a distant, unknown star. Now, let's be super clear about what interstellar means. Most of the comets we see are locals. They belong here. They orbit our sun in pretty predictable ways. But an interstellar comet? That's a true foreigner. It was born around a completely different star, got kicked out somehow, and just wandered the dark void for eons before stumbling into our little neighborhood.
Okay, so here's the timeline of how it all went down. The comet, which they named 3I/Atlas, was first spotted in July of 2025. It made its closest slingshot around the sun, what astronomers call perihelion, on October 29th. And it was right after this pass, the moment its behavior should have been the most predictable, that the real mystery kicked off.
And this, of course, brings us to Act 2, the investigation. Once the strange behavior was spotted, scientists went from simply observing to actively trying to solve a puzzle that, at first, made absolutely no sense at all.
So here it is, the core of the mystery. As any comet gets close to the sun, it heats up, its ice turns to gas, and it gets brighter. That's Comet 101. But 3I/Atlas, it didn't just get brighter. It went into overdrive. It surged in brightness way faster than any normal comet should. Something was fundamentally different about this thing.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The researchers who were leading the study, Qiqing Zhang and Carl Badams, they put it very plainly in their report. The cause remains unclear. Now, when top scientists from places like the Lowell Observatory use language like that, you know it's a genuine bona fide mystery.
This led astronomers to their first major clue: its color. A normal comet's fuzzy cloud, the coma, mostly just reflects sunlight, right? So it has this sort of yellowish tint. But observatories like NASA's stereo probes saw something else entirely. 3I/Atlas was, and I quote, distinctly bluer than the sun. This wasn't just reflected light. This was a sign of a real-time chemical reaction.
So what does blue mean when we're talking about a comet? Well, it's like a chemical fingerprint. That distinct blue glow pointed directly to strong emissions from very specific gases, probably molecules like cyanogen and ammonia. So the comet wasn't just passively shedding dust. It was actively and furiously outgassing these specific compounds, which then lit up like a vibrant blue neon sign under the sun's radiation.
Which brings us to Act 3, the suspects. Okay, so with the evidence collected, the weird brightening, the blue glow, scientists could finally start lining up the potential culprits behind this comet's very strange behavior. It really boiled down to 3 main theories. First, high-speed heating. This comet was moving so fast that its sheer velocity might have heated it in a way we've just never seen before. Second, an alien composition. Maybe it's just made of different stuff than our local comets, a product of its home star system. And third, the delayed reaction theory, which is fascinating. The idea is that early on it only let off carbon dioxide, which kept its core super cool. Then, as it swung around the sun, the water ice inside suddenly and violently vaporized all at once.
And that brings us to our final act, the unsolved case. Because, you see, even with these really compelling theories, we still don't have a definitive answer.
By now, the comet has flown past us. It's heading back out into that interstellar void, and it's taking its secrets with it. So for now, the case file on 3I/Atlas remains wide open. We got to witness something extraordinary, a visitor that broke the rules. But the ultimate why is still out there, just waiting to be discovered.
The mystery of 3I/Atlas is such a great reminder that our solar system isn't some lonely island. We're constantly being visited by these messengers from other stars, and each one carries potential clues about the universe way beyond our home. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other cosmic secrets are hurtling through the darkness on their way toward us right now?